Hey, what's up? It's Matt in Japan. Welcome back to my channel. In today's review, we're taking a look at from Transformers Legacy United. This is the Doom and Destruction collection featuring Wrecker, Malleus, Minotaurus, Chop Shop, and Barrage. Take a look at that artwork. Oh my god, it is so cool. I'm just loving that artwork. Really, really cool. Pretty standard fare on the side. Takara Tomy Generations logo, Transformers down the side. You get your artwork on the cover. Not sure what these sort of tentacles are all about. But you do see another logo on the top. That's Doom and Destruction Collection. That is a very cool logo there. So yeah, if anyone knows the relevance of that or if there's any importance, I have no idea. It's like a space octopus or something. But yeah, pretty standard fare for your Legacy United box. Info on the bottom. On the side is just a extension of that artwork there. You have Barrage and Chop Shop there. A little bit hard to show you because it's so big. You got some Cybertronian writing up here as well. On the other side, again, a close-up of that logo. And then you have the, what's his name? Malleus Minotaurus. Not sure why this guy's included, but he's there. On the back, you get your product shot. Doom and Destruction Collection. Wrecker, Malleus, Minotaurus. There you have Barrage and Chop Shop. Chop Shop converts in 11 steps and Barrage in 10 to their insect modes. 40th anniversary logo there. So yeah, that is about it for the packaging. Spin this guy back around. I gotta leave you with that artwork. That is just so cool. So yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's bust open this 2-pack, 3-pack, and see what it's all about. Okay, so before we get into the meat of the review, which is obviously Chop Shop and Barrage, let's get Wrecker, Malleus, Minotaurus out of the way. This guy is just a hammer, turns into a little dude. I think we've seen this before in Earthrise, I believe. Was it Siege or Earthrise? I forget. But yeah, we've seen this before. And it comes with the same, blast effects and stuff. It does have some decent, decent sculpt work, some detail. Done all just a gray plastic with a tiny little blue mark right there on his head. But yeah, he does come with the blast effect. One side is just sort of a flattened blast effect, and then which doesn't want to stay on. There we go. Maybe. Okay, there we go. And the other side is just, we've seen this all before. Again, it's just a straight up blast effect reused from another line and another figure. So there it is. And bringing in Kickback. You can have him hold it or whatever. But yeah, bang the hammer. Bang it all day long. Boom, boom. There you go. Whatever. It's just very uninspiring, and you can tell that I'm really don't care about this. Just trying to get it out of the way so we can focus on the main figures. To transform this dude, basically you want to separate these pieces, pull these down. This will form the legs. Just pull these down like that. That'll form the legs, and then you want to sort of take this part and then fold it back like so, and then you want to flip his head around like that and put his arms down like that, and basically there you have Malleus Magnificus. What's this called? Malleus Minotaurus. I don't even know what the hell his name is. Yeah, he's got a little bit of blue paint for his eyes. Got that little mark on his head. But yeah, again, we've seen this all before, and that is it. Let's get on to the main event. I'll be reviewing these guys one by one. So let's start with Chop Shop. He is definitely, I think, my favorite out of the set. He looks very cool. Obviously a very, not a heavy retool, new head sculpt and slight retooling of Shrapnel. But before we get into these details, let's take a look at the accessories. He does come, actually both figures do come with quite a lot of accessories. The ones that are the same are the guns here, or the extra sort of leg pieces in insect mode. Chop Shops are done in a brown plastic, whereas we saw the purple with Shrapnel. The gun obviously is orange and painted sort of a glossy brown paint. It is the same exact one that we saw with Shrapnel, but I do love the brown and orange. It's really nice. So yeah, same gun, same accessories. The only thing different that Chop Shop comes with are these extra pieces that fit on the back of his arms for sort of more like insect bits, and they are somewhat detailed on there. And basically there are ports on the back of his arms, and you can just plug these in, and it just gives it, more the rounded out look of the definitely like the OG G1 Chop Shop, which I'll just bring in for a second and show you the comparison between the G1 and the new one. And I think they did a bang up job. I mean, look at that. That is awesome. So yeah, those extra pieces, just sort of emulate what the G1 figure looked like. And I think that head sculpt, I mean, look at that head sculpt. That is amazing. The new one on the right, the old school G1 on the left, they did a really good job with this figure. And the retool of Shrapnel was inevitable, but yeah, really nice detail there. So anyways, taking G1 G1 Chop Shop, getting all these bugs confused, driving me buggy here. So yeah, that's about it for the accessories. Let's get into Chop Shop's details. All right, let's get into Chop Shop's details. Like I mentioned, first and foremost, that head sculpt is absolutely beautiful. Love the bright orange paint they use, the sort of tubing there, the red for the eyes, a little bit of red on the crest. They did a really nice job on that head sculpt. Just turning it to the side here, see if we can get like a profile view there. And just, yeah, some just really nice orange paint there. And that's how it looks from the back. So very nice. I think they did such a great retool of Shrapnel here. And again, they did the, I don't know what you call these, the pinchers, I guess, in insect mode. There's a little bit of detail there. You get the spikes there. Going down the figure, you got the faux sort of compartment there that opened up on the old figures. Nice Decepticon logo there. You get some very nice bright white paint accents on either side. You get some nice red paint on the shoulders. Again, orange plastic and brown. You get some more red detail on the arms. I love the contrast. The brown and the orange just works so well. Going down, from the waist down, it's pretty much the same as Shrapnel. Even though the arms, these bits are new, but I think that even the arms are the same. I think it's just basically the new head and the insect pinchers here. Let's bring in Shrapnel for a comparison here. So just getting them side by side, and we can really just see what they've updated and stuff. Obviously, the arm bits, the pinchers, the head. I think everything else is the same. I have repro labels on this, so that's why it looks a little bit different. But yeah, I think the arms look the same. The legs, the waist, everything from the waist down is the same. But the chest, the chest area is the same. And yeah, just basically the head and the pinchers. So there's just a side-by-side of his old sort of mold mate there. But yeah, Chop Shop looking very nice. So let's get into his articulation. Articulation seems to be basically the same as Shrapnel. There's limited, because of these bits here, there's limited head movement. It is just on a, let's see from the back, it is on just, it's probably just on like a mushroom peg. So there's no tilt or anything like that. You can just do a 180. The arms can go out like that. There is an upper bicep swivel. There is a 90-degree, whoa, watch his hand there. There's a 90-degree at the, actually a little more than 90 at the elbow. As you just saw, transformation joint, really nothing at the wrists. Putting his arms out, there is a waist swivel, unhindered, very tight, so there's no mold degradation. He can do the full splits. He can kick back that much, and he can kick about that far up. He has about 90 at the knee. There is a a hip hinge right there, so you can swivel out and back, and there's an upper thigh swivel there, and then the toes can kind of go in and out because of transformation. And then he does have the ankle rocker joint, which is a little bit hidden. It's kind of under there, so you do get a little bit of ankle movement there. So yeah, he is basically the same as Shrapnel as he falls down. So yeah, he's a solid figure, and again, like I said, nothing feels really loose or anything like that. So yeah, he's pretty solid, and looking very cool. So let's take a look at Barrage next. All right, here is Barrage, and before we get into his details, let's take a quick look at the accessories he comes with. Very similar to Chop Shop, where you have the kind of similar accessories and then two different accessories. Right off the bat, you have the gun that came with Bombshell. Again, it's the same thing, just done in a darker green. Here's Bombshell's gun that was done in silver. So same thing there. You also get these bits for sort of extra insect parts on the back, which are then again done in those dark green, and then for Bombshell they were done in black. So those are exactly the same. The two new bits are similar to Chop Shop's that go on the back of his arms for sort of added insect effect. Are these little guys, and they do have some really nice detail. And again, they just plug in on the back of his arms like so. So you just want to take these and just plug them in like that. And on the back of this arm, like that, again, to sort of fill out the arms, or, what the G1 Barrage look like. I am going to bring in G1 Barrage right now just for a quick comparison. Now my G1 Barrage is not complete. He's missing like the front of the chest and things like that, but just a quick comparison there. And I will say one thing right now before we get into his details. I do not like the yellow they used for Barrage. I mean, look at the G1 figure. It's so bright and vibrant. The yellow is just so bright. I mean, what? I don't know. What were they thinking? This yellow is just like, it's got a tinge of sort of, I'm not sure what to call it. I mean, the paint, also the paint matching. I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but like the paint matching, just, it's not bad, but this yellow they used is just not good. Take a look at that. I mean, the head sculpt is beautiful. The head sculpt is really nice, but like, it's night and day. Why didn't they use like a brighter sort of like Bumblebee or like Sunstreaker plastic? That's just not working for me. The actual sculpt itself, the actual figure itself looks really cool, but yeah, the yellow they used, just a little bit unfortunate. So anyways, there's a quick side-by-side of the G1 Barrage. But yeah, let's get further into Barrage's details. Yeah, so like I said, getting into Barrage's details, the head sculpt looks great. I mean, the head sculpt looks really nice. You got the, actually the yellow they use, yeah, sort of yellowish green they use for the head sculpt. It doesn't look bad. It looks a little bit different than the plastic. You get the red eyes, a little red on the middle of the head there. And I think the head looks really cool. And it is attached to this sort of piece back there. Kind of wish this was a little bigger. It was definitely more prominent in the G1 figure. You get a really nice Decepticon logo smack dab in the middle. I mean, right down the detail, right down to the bug eyes on the front there. And again, it's just a remolded Bombshell from the waist down. Again, much like we saw with Chop Shop, it is basically the same, just sort of the upper body is remolded. But for the most part, yeah, that's how he looks. It's kind of how he looks from the back. And bringing in Bombshell for a quick comparison, there is Bombshell, and you can tell what has been redone and what hasn't. Again, like I said, the whole chest area is different. The head is different. Everything else, arms, legs, waist, everything else is the same. So yeah, I just taking Bombshell away. I don't like this green. It's like a mix of a yellow and green. It's like a pea green almost. I just wish they had used a lot brighter yellow plastic for this guy. It's just too bad. I like this guy. I do. I think Chop Chop just wears it way better. It just is a better sort of representation of the old G1 figure. So anyways, without all that plastic, the yellow plastic, I think he looks good. He looks good. So anyways, let's get into Barrage's articulation. Okay, as you would expect, he is pretty much the same articulation as Bombshell. His head just kind of goes around. It doesn't, it stops because of these side pieces. So again, there's no articulation except side to side. Arms go up, the shoulders can go all the way around. There's a hinge at the shoulder, it can go up like that. And then there's an upper, he has an upper bicep swivel there. He has little over 90 at the elbow. Again, transformation joint, so nothing really at the waist. He does have an unhindered, very, very tight, as I might add, waist swivel. He can do the full splits. He's got hinged hips there. Kick back, kick forward to get the really high Chuck Norris high kicks, even more than Chop Shop had. And then he has the upper bicep. I always get that mixed up. Upper thigh swivel, yeah, it's a thigh mat. 90 degree at the knee, and then again ankle movement for toe articulation and transformation, and then you have that sort of hidden pin right there for the ankle tilt. Again, this figure feels very nice. All the joints are very tight, so you guys will be happy to know if you pick this set up, no mold degradation so far. So good. I mean, it's only the second reiteration of the figure, so it shouldn't be that bad. Anyways, yeah, that is Barrage. Let's get into the bug modes of these guys. All right, first off, we have Chop Chop in his insect mode and looking very, very cool. The one difference you might notice is the pinchers. That is all redone. And then you can see the antennae kind of sticking out. So basically the pinchers in the head are the only difference. Everything else is the same as Shrapnel, except these bug parts here. Now the instructions don't tell, they don't say to put these extra pieces on the bottom. I just put them here because, kind of weapon storage. Plus I think it looks sort of extra, like he has some extra set of legs. He does have these legs that fold out. But always on insects you have all sorts of legs, so I think that looks pretty cool. You can obviously take them off, but I kind of like the look. Plus it gives them a little bit more stability. So anyways, yeah, looking at the insect mode, very cool. You know, you do get some detail on the pinchers there. And very interestingly, you do have the Doom and Destruction logo tampographed on there. So if you turn it that way, you can kind of see the skull with like the little tentacles there. So that's kind of a nice inclusion. You do get some nice silver. They're not stickers. They look like these are tampographed too. Some silver on the back there as well. And then you have some white striping and the white on the upper part of the body here, which does break up all the brown, which is very nice. So yeah, overall, a very cool looking insect mode. Now bringing in G1 Chop Shop for a quick comparison. There they are side by side. And yeah, I think they did a bang up job. Really nice job. You definitely don't see as much orange on the original figure, but yeah, for an updated figure, it's a really nice update. So anyways, there's a quick comparison between the G1 figure. Now bringing in Shrapnel for another comparison. Again, you can see the similarities and the differences. Again, like I said, the legs and the pinchers and the antennae are the most noticeable. But yeah, for the most part, they are the same mold, just done differently. And you know what? I really love Chop Shop. That brown and orange just gets me every time. So yeah, as much as I love the OG Insecticons, this Chop Shop I'm very impressed with. So anyways, you can also arm them up. Obviously, you can slap their guns on them like so. Just showing you guys. You can arm them up, ready for battle. So yeah, that's about it. So let's get into Barrage. Okay, so Barrage is really no different. Again, just some remolded parts for the horn part and the legs. But overall, yeah, really nice. I definitely enjoy this insect mode more than the Robo mode is cool. But again, that yellow, it just kind of gets me. I wish they used a little bit brighter yellow. I'm gonna die on that hill there. But they, the color matching isn't that bad. This is all paint and that's the plastic. So if you get in real close, they actually did a pretty good job matching the paint and the plastic. Again, just wish it was a different yellow. But yeah, I love the little red bug eyes. I mean, the detail is really, really nice on this figure. And you get the horns here, which can kind of go up and down. This part kind of hides his face, but this part does extend, so you can kind of put it out like that or kind of keep it up. I like to kind of put it out like that. But yeah, you get some nice white striping here, some paint there to break up all the green. You get a little bit of red accent there. There is the Doom and Destruction tampograph again on Barrage, like we saw on Chop Shop. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, I do like the extra legs there. And again, you can arm him up with his gun. Just slot that in there. And, since I did on Bombshell, I put these for his hind legs, but there's no room on Barrage for that. And bringing in Bombshell for a quick comparison. And let's see here, where's his gun? Let's just throw Bombshell's gun on just for fun of it. So yeah, you can definitely see, what they've remolded, what they've done. But overall, yeah, a very, very cool update. And speaking of updates from the original G1 figure, we have the original G1 Barrage right here. So there they are side by side, just taking off the guns to get a cleaner look here. But yeah, I think they did a really nice job, especially those little red eyes. I mean, that's just a really nice attention to detail. And the horn part. I am missing the front. That's why it looks a little bit different. I am missing this piece basically from the G1 figure. But yeah, that is pretty much the comparison between G1 and the updated Barrage figure. So yeah, let's get these guys back into robot mode and I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, so my final thoughts for the Transformers Legacy United Doom and Destruction Collection. This set is absolutely amazing. Barrage and Chop Shop are awesome redecos, retools of Bombshell and Shrapnel. I think they did a really good job, especially Chop Shop. I'm leaning toward Chop Shop. I think he looks the best out of the two. Again, I know I've hit it over the head a million times, but that yellow they used on Barrage is just a little bit off. I really wish they'd used a little different yellow, but other than that, I think it's a great retool of the old figures and just a great addition. Now we have the deluxe Insecticons to add to the original three. So a very, very cool set, minus this little guy right here. I don't, he could be out of the picture very easily. Again, not sure why he's there. I'll put him back just to be nice. Yeah, Wrecker, Malleus, Minotaurus. I have no idea, what his significance is in this set. But other than that, I think Barrage and Chop Shop, the two main figures, are absolute knockouts. They knocked it out of the park with these two figures. A very, very cool update to the old figures and nice retooling and redeco. So yeah, I give this set a 10 out of 10. I was always looking forward to this. So happy I got it in hand. And able to show you guys what it's like. So anyways, this has been the video review for Transformers Legacy United Doom and Destruction Collection. This has been Matt in Japan. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for more great content. And as always, till all are one.